I think we have two pretty good clubs coming to town. We have great respect for both of them. I think there's certainly going to be a challenge. Both teams are well coached, and we're looking forward to getting rolling for sure.
Questions?
Highlands is also coming up.
Yes, they are.
Their first actual event since cross-country season.
Yeah.
they'll be a little excited. And, have you kind of figured out how you're going to set your infield, outfield, the rotation
Mostly.
this week? Or
Mostly. We'll make the attempt to get as many kids in as we can this first weekend, but certainly not at the expense of giving away games or anything like that. We've had a lot of information, not only from last season, but the fall and the spring to this point. We pretty, for the most part, have the same club with some new additions. So we lean on all that information to make some decisions, along with real-time who's sharpest right at the moment. And as we've told guys, they have to remain ready to play, and when the game finds them, it needs to find them ready.
never heard that. So, I mean, it's second, third, and short. I mean, last year and really the year before, you could flip-flop guys all over the place. So you kind of see that maybe again this year.
We have a lot of depth, and we have a lot of guys that can play, and that's the thing. I think we're pretty good, too deep all over the place, and trying to get guys time and an opportunity is going to be a challenge. So we will go with the hot hand, so to speak. We will start with some, returning guys that are experienced, and this is a team, as I've told the coaches, and I haven't really told the players yet, but they're going to have to understand that, to get everybody in and to use the entire team, we may need to maybe do more pinch hitting than we have, pinch running, get guys in the ball game, get guys opportunity, let a large group of guys take part in this, because really, you can put out a lineup in a scrimmage that as coaches you think is the starting lineup, and then the other team ends up challenging them or beating them in a scrimmage game. So we have a lot of different options.
What about your rotation? I mean, obviously, early on you like to piggyback, I know, and kind of spread some things out and kind of ease them in. But I'm guessing Thursday you're going to go with that outfielder guy?
We're still
figuring that out?
Well, not really. We're close. But before I announce it, Coach Rogers and I have one more discussion as we look at our opponents. But to the piggybacking question, we'll do that to a degree, but not as much as previous years, because, we're basically 10 to 12 games behind at this point. So we got to see those kids in scrimmage formats rather than games. Our pitchers are further along in their pitch counts than they normally would be on an opening weekend, the first or second weekend in February. So we have 5 kids who are in position to start, Trevin and Morris and Yuri and Handy and Day. And so we're going to pick 4 guys from that group. And I think all of them are at a point now where they could probably go anywhere between 60 and 85 pitches.
Caleb, for you, what has it kind of been like getting back into the swing of things, not being and having a longer, and Hayden, you can attest to, for having like a longer practice time? Has that really benefited you guys on like the defensive side of the ball, do you think?
Yeah, I think it has. For one, I think we're all excited to be back, and especially we're also happy that we're not scrimmaging each other anymore. We're happy to face somebody new, but yeah, it always helps us having more practice, more hours, more time to kind of sharpen them tools.
With you guys having been the runner-up 2 times in the last decade, what do you think what's it gonna take to get over the hump and finally get that national championship? What do you think it's gonna take? Like, it's the beginning of the season. I know that's the goal. What do you think it's gonna take?
Well, in 2 instances, we only needed 1 more hit. So that 1 extra hit. So maybe if we can sacrifice a hit or 2 early in the year and save it for late, that would make the big difference. But as you mentioned, we've been in position twice to win it, and once in extra innings to walk it off. over multiple innings. We have the personnel that can do that, but I think before we start discussing that, we have to get our minds right. And, we're 0-0 right now. It's a little different format this year with the pared down postseason tournament. There will be fewer bid opportunities. And so we need to focus on taking care of our business. Now, this group can do that. I think it just boils down to getting the timely hit.
Hayden, obviously, the expectations of this program are the same every year, but you guys you're in the top anywhere from 1 to 5 in every poll that's out there, and there's more every year. How do you handle those things, or is it just part of being in this program?
I mean, yeah, it's a big part of being in the program. Skip does a good job of making sure that we realize it's outside noise, and we're, like he said, we're 0-0, so it doesn't really matter. And the preseason rankings don't determine where we end at the end of the year. So I mean, Mesa knows, people know Mesa, and they put us up there. But it's our job as players and Skip's job as a coach to make sure that we live up to those rankings, and then by the end of the year, those are the ones that matter. But the preseason stuff is just hypothetical at this point. We got to prove it right.
People are also saying, this is a breakout year for you, for Andrew, for different guys. Again, just kind of, do you feel like you're ready for the season? And you had to sit and watch 2 years ago in Cary. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm sure it's been almost a year since we actually got to play a game that mattered. So I think everybody's excited. I think everybody's due to have a great year because, of what we got cut short of last year. I think the guys that are coming back, which is everybody, is going to make a huge difference. And, and Skip said in the meeting the other day, we're 14-4, and, this weekend's just picking up. It's just been a year. So I think guys, are looking forward to playing again and kind of picking up where we got left off almost a year ago. So I think it'll be a good time.
Is that kind of fueling this team? Is okay, we were, like Skip said, 1 hit short 2 years ago, didn't get the chance last year when it looks like, you were on your way to doing something special. Everybody back.
Yeah, I mean, after that 19 run, we only lost like 3 or 4 guys. So, I mean, everybody that returned knows how it felt when we lost and just know how it felt when we got there and knows what it takes to get back there. And then we thought we were going to have that same chance in 2020, but it got cut short. And that, I mean, I still feel the fire burning. I mean, we're all ready to go out there and prove what we could do this year.
So game week, like more specifically, is from you guys and Coach want to go after. What's something you're focusing on as an individual heading into game one? What's like one goal you have for heading into game week?
I mean, it's going to sound silly, but playing, getting to actually step on the field, with so much stuff that could limit that. I think for me, my personal goal right now is seeing that first pitch thrown and actually starting the season. And then beyond that, I mean, just taking it game by game, winning, doing as much as we can.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, winning right there. I mean, that's my goal going in, no matter how it's done, no matter how pretty, no matter how ugly, like, just as long as we win.
And Coach, from a team perspective, you mentioned 0-0. What, is there something you're driving specifically just to get them focused?
My goal is to see a highly competitive group of guys that really play well together. That's my goal. I think the rest will take care of itself. I want to see these guys play together, play very hard, and enjoy every moment that they have out there.
Chris, what does it kind of mean to you or say to you that, as soon as last year got shut down, the NCAA finally said they get the year back, every one of your guys said, I'm coming back. I mean, Rimple has surgery so he can make sure he gets his 27th year of eligibility or whatever it is now. I mean, it's just, what does it say about the kids and this program?
Well, I think we have a group of guys that really love each other, care about each other. I do think they love the program. I think they enjoy being here. I think they believe in what we're doing. They believe in each other. Tyler Parker was the first one. I think he told me within 10 minutes after the announcement, he assured me that I'm coming back. He was the first one. And that one was one I was worried or wondering about because of his own personal situation. But that, and I never told him this, but that meant a lot to me at that moment, that so soon he would say, don't worry, I'm coming back, just so you know. Money or no money, I'm coming back.
What kind of you talked about adding just the seniors coming back? How has it strengthened the team already been strong? They didn't come back, but how did that actually make the team more strong?
I think it just shows a commitment to something they want to achieve. I think everybody, it's amazing how you visualize playing for the national championship and then you do, and you come so close and lose the game. There's a part of you that as you walk out of the stadium, you wish maybe you had never even made it to that game because it hurts so bad to lose it. And I think the fire that burns in these guys that remember that feeling, and they still have a say or a vote in how this thing turns out before their careers are up here.
Okay, question of the
Your
week.
baseball-specific question of the week.
Baseball-specific question. We play Billboard Bingo in the press box. And it's just a fun little competitive thing. Which billboard at Simplesio Field would you choose for the first home run to be hit over? And you get bonus points if you know the actual advertiser. First home run wins Billboard Bingo.
This is deep.
I'm going to go ahead and say Roto-Rooter. Is there a Roto-Rooter out there?
There is.
I think so.
You just guessed, didn't you?
No, there's Roto-Rooter or Home Loan.
Yeah.
Brown Shoe Fit. Can I get 3 picks?
That's very good.
Those are up there.
I like the Palisade Peach with the basket,
Ooh.
but not over it to hit it. I think that'd be cool.
You used to actually have the peaches fall out if you hit it.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Mine was home loan, but Skip kind of took that one already.